Welcome to Module 1. This week we're talking about distance learning laws and policies. Don't freak out. We're only going to cover a couple of them. There are lots and they are ever expanding, especially after COVID, with lots and lots of additional emphasis and kind of awareness of what online learning is. There have been lots of things going on related to online learning and learning policies, and they make my life a nightmare. I will just be honest with you. In general, higher education has primarily been the focus for these laws and policies. That has got a real rich history. Higher education, I'm not talking necessarily about colleges and universities, although you all were probably all around to see ITT Tech and some of those other for-profits go down the drain. And so it's not gone away completely, but higher education and after high school education has long had a history of defrauding students. So these policies for distance education began for good reason after World War I and World War II, when the GI Bill was first introduced. So in World War I, World War II, veterans were coming back. They were the first to get the GI Bill. And that is guaranteed money for veterans, and it was a guaranteed cash cow for folks who were looking to find ways to get money rather, for nothing that they had to produce. And that's when you started seeing these mail-away bartending classes. Get your bartending certification, your bartending license, take this class from a distance. And so they would do these mail-away courses. They were correspondence work. And students would give away their money, their GI Bill, for nothing, for a program that they could have just gone and been a bartender. No one needs to go to class for it, really. But also it didn't really make their life better. And then when they decided to go back to college and use those credits, they were out of money because they had sent it on to these really ridiculous, fraudulent groups. So that's when laws started being put in place. Since then, we've had lots of laws and policies that take place in higher education and K-12 education. And some of them don't have anything to do with correspondence or distance learning at all. For instance, we're going to talk this week about FERPA. FERPA is, in general, an education right to privacy that has absolutely nothing to do with distance learning or online learning at any level. However, it is incredibly complicated when we start putting courses online because technology has tons of access to all of our information and all of our students' information. And so knowing FERPA laws is really important when you start giving students access to technology that will have access to the student. So we're going to talk about some of these things this week. Next week, we're also going to cover accessibility laws and policies and how those impact online learning as well. You've got a couple of assignments due this week by Sunday. As always, contact me if you have any questions or need anything.